BMW's making a move. Is he going to stick it? Nice, nice. Oh no, there's contact. Hi guys, Beans here. Welcome back to the channel. This week we are still at Snetterton in a split 2 LFM Rookie Series lobby, and we've managed to qualify in P7. This race was on Friday night around 11:15 PM my time. I managed to get on after work and have a few races, and the footage I'm showing is from one of them. For good reason, of course. So as we make it through turn 1, not much going on behind us, not much going on in front, apart from this BMW just completely misses a braking point, and luckily we went on the outside, so we've managed to pick up 2 positions already. Now, this race, if I'm completely honest, was fairly drama-free. It was quite a clean race from everybody, quite surprisingly, because I've had a few races on Snetterton in the week, and yeah, a lot of people just, I don't know if it's because obviously the lobbies I'm in, but these people don't give you space. They hate losing just a single position, and it could be a position for 10th. But we've persevered. I think this was probably our 4th race on Snetterton in a week. As I've said before, I do struggle to get on and give it time, just due to work commitments, really. With that being said though, I felt I could definitely see some great progression, and as I'm saying that, there seems to be a Mclaren heading for the barrier. So that puts us up into P4, which is a good place to be for the time being, as it's still lap 1 and we've now gained 3 positions. My pace around Snetterton was continually improving as I was completing more laps, but still I was maintaining to try and focus on our consistency more than pace. And as you'll see in the race, I feel a little bit of luck and staying on the track helped us actually grab our first podium. We do finish 2nd in the race. Unfortunately, I couldn't compete with the guy who finished in 1st. He was continuously setting low 147s, high 46s, whereas my pace, I was just hitting into the 148s. I see this a bit, to be fair though. Usually the top 3 or 4 guys in my split, they're hitting similar pace times to split 1, but they just don't have the elo to make it into split 1. At the moment, I kind of feel like I'm in a sort of happy medium place. I always seem to find myself in the 2nd split, usually out of 3 or 4 lobbies, depending on how many people have signed up. But I usually do my races around 11 PM at night. It's usually after I've finished work. So the plan for this race was to try and stick with these 2 up ahead. I felt confident that I had the pace to be able to keep up and keep them in sight, but also hang back just a little bit just to try and avoid any contact if anything did go wrong, because anything can happen in a race. Now the BMW runs a little wide here, which should have compromised his exit slightly, but somehow he's managed to pull away from me, and actually he's make a move on the Porsche up ahead, who gets it done. It's a fair play, maybe a little reckless, but either way the Porsche was unfortunate enough to come off worse. But that's put us up into P3, so I can't really complain with that. Now the BMW, it is pulling away from us ever so slightly, but we are slowly pulling away from the Porsche ahead, and around into the 1st turn, the BMW gets a little wide. He catches the curb and he gets flung across the track, putting him into the barriers, putting us up into P2 now. I can't really complain with that, so all I'm thinking now is keep your head down, try and keep the position, try and stay consistent, keep with the flow, and then, at this point, P1 was about 7.5 seconds, so we needed a massive mistake from P1 if we were going to succeed. So fast forward a few corners on the same lap, pulling away from the cars behind, heading down the straight, I can see up ahead that the leader's made a mistake and is currently on the grass. So we managed to safely get by and take that position, putting us into P1 as we're coming to the end of our lap 4. So as we fast forward, coming around into Oggies, you can see in the bottom right hand screen there that P2 is right up close behind me. He was putting in a belter of a lap though, to be fair. Coming onto the straight, not a great exit run from me, if I'm honest, and he just gets a much better exit, giving him more speed and a better run onto the straights and his closing. I don't know why he was flashing me, you know, but I knew he was a lot quicker, so I didn't put up much of a fight, if I'm honest. I could have fought harder for the position, but I'd rather get a podium and finish the race than for him to be impatient, make a silly move, punt me off, and then just ultimately ruin my race. So at this point, I was just trying to follow. I feel like when I follow people, I actually learn a lot from it. You know, because you can see where they're braking, where they're turning in, see what lines they're taking. I've done this a few times in the public lobbies, to be fair, and I've benefited reasonably well from doing so. So fast forwarding basically all the boring bits when nothing's happening, you know, coming round onto the straight, P1 still in sight, we're pulling away from P2, feeling good, confident, and so far genuinely happy with our performance. And I can see that there is yellow flags being waved, but I wasn't sure where or why. And as you can see, there's a BMW parked on the curb. You know, luckily we managed to avoid him, and thank you to him for staying put. You know, and as we go into the bomb hole here, we've hit the curb, and I almost lose the back end. We managed to hold it together and keep it in a relatively straight line and get back on the track unscathed. Thank God we had the gaps of the cars behind us though, because you know that could have cost us our podium finish. So fast forward to the last lap now, you know, the last few corners, heading onto the straight for the last time. After that mistake we made into the bomb hole, nothing else exciting happened really. You know, we managed to keep our position, managed to extend the lead yet again to P3, and we comfortably brought the car home in P2, which I was very happy with. From starting in P7, we had some luck on our side, we had a fairly consistent drive, and at this point in the race P1 had checked out and was about 12-13 seconds ahead. So fair play to him, it was a good drive and a good race. For me, this was a very clean LFM race, which I was very happy with. And that's going to conclude this video. It's a little bit shorter than I wanted, but as of editing this video, I have yet to complete a race in the LFM Rookie Series race for next week, for the newest week, which I believe is at the Nürburgring. So I do plan on getting some races in and uploading a video by Friday, hopefully. If you enjoyed the video, please like, comment and subscribe so you don't miss the next one. Take care guys, see ya!